Breaking, leaked photos of OfOcasio-Cortez set internet on fire. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a fraud. And now leaked pictures and text from her high school yearbook appear to confirm it. In fact, the photos reveal that Alex from the Bronx actually went by the name Sandy Ocasio, the Gateway Pundit exclusively reported. The Gateway Pundit claims that a former classmate of Ocasio-Cortez reached out to them and provided the photos and story. The classmate went to and graduated from Yorktown High School in Westchester County, New York. Ocasio-Cortez graduated in 2007 with honors. Yorktown Heights is a middle to upper middle class community located in northern Westchester County. There was very large theater, dance and band department. You were considered poor if your parents made $50,000 a year each. Some students received a BMW, Range Rover, or a similar brand when they turned 16. And Alexandria went by Sandy at her affluent high school. Chuck Woolery. Heavy checkmark Chuck Woolery. Exclusive photos of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or Sandy as she was known at her elite high school in Yorktown, not in the Bronx. Murray Anderson. AOC Sandy Ocasio is getting a great start. This bartender learned to lie like the rest of them. Progressive lying wannabe. Lots of great role models in that DNC party. How dumb do you think America is? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Heavy checkmark AOC. Don't be fooled by the plaques that we got. I'm still Alex from the Bronx. Based right. Looks more like you are Sandy Ocasio from uptown Yorktown Heights. Evyeva Silverbird. Image from the alleged yearbook appears to show that Alexandria went by Sandy Ocasio. Occupy Corrupt DC. Don't be fooled by the plaques that we got. I'm still Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or Sandy from Yorktown, not the Bronx. Exclusive photos of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or Sandy as she was known at her elite high school in Yorktown, no in the Bronx. Could the leaker be the same person who wrote an op-ed for the Yonkers Times, Dan Murphy, who wrote that Ocasio-Cortez was ashamed of her roots in July? Because of the hard work of her parents and family, Ocasio-Cortez was able to live the American dream. That is the experience that most of us had growing up in Yorktown, and most of us freely admit it. Previously, Ocasio-Cortez's biography stated she ended up attending public school 40 minutes north in Yorktown, and much of her life was defined by the 40-minute commute between school and her family in the Bronx. But Ocasio-Cortez didn't commute to school in Yorktown, she lived there with her mother in a house purchased for $150,000 in 1992. Like many families, her family pooled their resources and were able to come up with the down payment for a home with the help of family. My grandparents helped my mom and dad come up with the $6,000 down payment for our Ridge Street Yorktown home in 1972. The price was $32,000. My old home is now up for sale for $475,000. Eventually her home was sold in 2016 for $355,000. After her primary victory June 26, Ocasio-Cortez told Stephen Colbert that President Donald Trump doesn't know how to deal with a girl from the Bronx. After being confronted with her Yorktown history, Ocasio-Cortez responded by saying a major part of my story, and what I've shared with my neighbors throughout this campaign, is that I grew up between two worlds. At a young age, my entire extended family, aunts, grandparents, etc. chipped in on a down payment for a small home in Yorktown so I could go to public school there. My mom was as a house cleaner for other people in the town, so we could get by. Your attempt to strip me of my family, my story, my home, and my identity is exemplary of how scared you are of the power of all four of those things. It was clear to her, even then, that the zip code a child was born in determined much of their destiny. The 40-minute drive represented a vastly different quality of available schooling, economic opportunity and health outcomes. It is nice Yorktown. Growing up, it was a good town for working people. Most of the teachers and students that graduated with Ocasio-Cortez at YHS remember her fondly. In 2007, she was honored by the Yorktown Town Board for her second-place finish in the Intel Science and Engineering Fair competition. In another competition, the MIT Lincoln Laboratory named an asteroid after her, asteroid 23238 Ocasio-Cortez after a global science fair.